Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea. Infinite Jest is my favorite book. This one gives it a real push for its money. It's called The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Kind of starting to get a boner for Ernest Hemingway. Freaking love the way this guy writes. He's all about the short structure sentences. So rather than having a sentence with 30 words in it, he'll take that, he'll shut it down into 3 or 4 sentences, each with 5 to 10 words in the sentence. Ernest Hemingway used to be a journalist. I think I told you this in my last Ernest Hemingway review. And he used that style in his writing. He was one of the first people to do it. It was groundbreaking. So a lot of people in high school who are reading Hemingway for the first time and don't understand why he's considered one of the best authors of all time, he had groundbreaking stylistic work when it came to his writing. Let me tell you why The Old Man and the Sea is one of my favorite books ever. 1, its compact size. You can read this book in a day, 2 days, read it in a month if you want, but it's only 126 pages long, at least the copy I had, and the text isn't really small. It's a fast read. I like that in the book. I love the characters, and I'll list them off, and I'll tell you why I love them. Santiago, the old man. He's a great fisherman, and he reminds me a lot of my grandpa, and he reminds me a lot of what I want to be like someday when I'm an old man, hopefully by the sea. But this guy is just persistent, and he keeps working. He has a very strong work ethic. He's humble. He has a clear head. He's honorable. He's also a Yankees fan, and that doesn't hurt. The little boy, whatever, his role is not significant. I don't really. But the marlin, the fish that he catches, he's just as cool of a character as Santiago. In fact, I almost kind of see him as like a doppelganger of Santiago. If you do decide to read it and you haven't yet, pay attention to the similarities between the old man and the fish that the old man is trying to catch. They're very close in the structure of their essence on Earth. Do you like that kind of vague terminology? They go through the same struggles. Okay? I love how everybody talks about the religious allegory of The Old Man and the Sea, even though Hemingway had said that he did not base Santiago off Jesus and did not intend for there to be religious meaning in the story. I'll agree, there's some funny little quirks here. Santiago's hands get hurt when he's working the fishing line, and yeah, Jesus had his hands impaled by nails. Alright, damage to the hand. Jesus carried his burden on his back and then was crucified from it. When the old man comes back from the sea with his fish, he has to carry his sail, so he carries it on his back. Okay, they're similar, but how else would you carry something that large? Jesus suffered on the cross for 3 days. Or did he? God damn it. I went to a Catholic high school. I went to a Catholic college. You know, they drilled this stuff into my brain and I still can't remember. It was 3 days before Jesus rose from the grave, right? Was he up on the cross for 3 days too? Somebody, whatever, bash me for my lack of Catholic knowledge. I'm sorry. There's a few other slight symbols between Santiago and Jesus. I'm not going to say that they're not there, but I think people make too much of a big deal about them. I think the biggest reason, though, that I really like this book is its slow pace. There's the main story about fishing, and there's sort of the side story of the old man's passion for baseball. And if there's 2 things in the summer that everybody enjoys to do as a way to slow down, take it easy, and enjoy the time as it passes, it's fishing and baseball games. Time for the score. This definitely ranks in the 9s. It's between a 9 and a 10. Whatever. I'm giving this one a 9.6. And I know not everybody's going to feel that way. I know I'm over bloating it because I'm such a big fan of it. But this really is one of my favorite books. Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea, review closed, case closed, see you in a few days.